Hello there, welcoming you all in the physics arena by Nitish sir. Children, we have learned all the topics of the second chapter, that is work, energy and power. So today with the help of this video lecture we are going to discuss about the numerical questions of the exercise. So the first question of your book is given as a body when acted upon by a force of 10 kilogram force. Children, it is requested to you all, please carry the books with you so that you can refer the question, so that here I will give you the solutions of all the questions. So the first question is given as a body when acted by a force of 10 kilogram force gets displaced by 0.5 meter. Okay children, 0.5 meter can be also written as, that is a half meter. Calculate the burden by the force when the displacement is first is in the direction of the force, and second if the angle of 60 degree with the force. So children, one by one we will discuss each and every condition. So first we will enlist what is given. So in this condition, first it is given as the force is 10 kilogram force. Children, kilogram force is also a unit of force. So first we will convert it into the Newton, because the SI unit of the force is Newton. So since we are knowing that 1 kilogram force is equals to 10 Newton. Okay children, so what we will do here, we will do first 10 kilogram force convert into the Newton, so it will be multiplied with 10, so it will become that is 100 Newton force is applied to the object, so that the displacement causes is 0.5 meter. Here the displacement becomes 0.5 meter, and which can be also written as half meter. Okay children, so now in the first part what we have to calculate, we have to calculate that the burden if the force is applied in the direction. Okay, so what means force in the first part, force and displacement cost, force and displacement cost are in same direction. Children, as it is given inside of the question that calculate the burden by the force when the displacement is in the direction of force, it means that the direction of force and displacement both are in same direction. So we can say that here theta becomes 0 degree, so it is cos 0 degree. Cos theta means cos 0 degree, and cos 0 is equals to 1. Okay children, so as we are knowing that, we are knowing that the expression of the burden can be given by burden is equals to force into displacement into component, that is cos theta, and here cos theta is cos 0. So force is already we are having, that is 100 Newton. Okay, and displacement is half, and cos theta becomes 1, so it will be 50 joule will be the burden in this condition when the direction of force and displacement both are in the same direction. Now we are going to calculate its second part. So the second part is asked that if the theta becomes 60 degree, now here if angle means the direction of force and displacement makes an angle 60 degree. So since cos 60 is equals to, now we are going to put cos 60 degree. First we will calculate the value of cos 60 degree. Since cos 60 is equals to 1 by 2, means that is half. Cos is a trigonometrical function and whose value at angle theta, that is 60 degree, will be 1 by 2. So children, now we are going to calculate the burden by the object. In this condition, what it will be, that force is equals to, burden is equals to force into displacement into, now here theta will be cos 60. So as we are knowing that F is 100, displacement is half, and also cos 60 will be 1 by 2, so it will be, that is 25 joule. Okay children, in this condition the amount of burden will be 25 joule. Now we are going to calculate the next part of this question, that is a third part, what will be the third part, and what will be the amount of work done by the object if the direction of the displacement is normal to the force. Means given direction of displacement is normal to the force. It means that both makes an angle 90 degree. Here theta becomes 90 degree, and as we are knowing that cos 90 degree and cos 90 is equals to 0. So as we are knowing that, what we are knowing that children, we are knowing that work done is equals to force into displacement. We are knowing that work done is equals to force into displacement. Work done is equals to force into displacement into cos theta becomes 90 degree, and since here force is 100 Newton, displacement is half meter, and now cos theta becomes 0 degree, and if anything multiplied with 0 it will become 0. So 0 joule. So three conditions were given inside of this question. In the first condition, when the direction of force and displacement are same, so theta will be 0 degree, and in this condition we will calculate the work done as 50 joule. If theta becomes 60 degree, then the work done will be achieved as 25 joule. And when the direction of displacement is normal to the force, then cos theta becomes 90 degree, and in this condition we will calculate the work done as 0 joule. So children, now we are turning towards the next question. So what the second question says. Okay children, so hopefully first question you have got how I have solved it. So the second question says that a boy of mass 40 kg climbs up the stair and reaches the roof at a height 8 meter in 5 seconds. So children, here 40 kg, so mass of the boy is given. Okay children, so first we are going to analyze what is given inside of the question. So given here the mass of the boy is 40 kg. So why each and every time we are writing given? Because in board, for the perspective of the board examination, we should be very precautive that if we are enlisting each and everything, we will get the marks. Okay, so here the mass of the boy is given as 40 kg, and he is climbing to the stairs and reaches at the roof by the height of, here the height is given as 8 meter, and time is also given as 5 seconds. Okay children, now we have to calculate the force of gravity acting on the object. So in first condition, what we have to calculate? Force of gravity on the boy. Children, as we are knowing that the force of gravity, which can be represented by F, is given by m into g. Since we are knowing that force is equals to mass into acceleration, and here acceleration is acceleration due to gravity, that is g. So we can write F is equals to m into g. Okay children, and now here mass is given as 40 and gravity is 10 meter per second square, so it will be 400 newtons will be the force of gravity will act onto the boy. Now what we have to calculate in the second part? The work done by the boy against the force of gravity. So since we are knowing that in the second condition we have to calculate the amount of work done. So children, as we are knowing that work done under the gravity is given by m, g and h. Okay children, so in this condition we are knowing that the mass of the body or boy is 40 kg, gravity is 10, and height of the stairs is 8 meter. So it will be as 3200 joule will be the work done in this condition. Okay children, now in the third condition we have to calculate the power spent by the boy. So we are knowing that the formula for power is equals to the rate of doing work. Work done means work done per unit of time. Here we have already calculated the work done is equals to 3200 joule upon time is given as 5 seconds to cover all the stairs. So it will be comes as 640 640, and what is the unit of the power? So we have calculated the force of gravity, that is 400 Newton. The work done by the boy is against the gravity is 3200 joule, and also we have calculated the power spent by the boy is 640 watt. Okay children, now we are going to solve the question third. Okay, now children, question number third. In question number third, it is asked that a man spent 6.4 kilojoule energy in displacing a body by 64 meter in the direction in which he applies the force. It means that the direction of force and displacement both are equal, and taking time is 2.5 seconds. So we have to calculate the force applied, and also we have to calculate the power spent in horsepower by the man. So one by one we will calculate each and every part. So what is given here? A man spent 6.4 kilojoule energy. So as we are knowing that work done is also a form of energy. So here work done is given as 6.4 kilojoule. Okay children, so here in this condition work done is given as 6.4 kilojoule, and the body get displaces, which can be written as S is equals to, that is the 64 meter. The body get displaced by the 64 meter in this condition, and the time taken by all this process is 2.5. in this condition is 2.5 second. Okay children, so one by one we will calculate. First we have to calculate the work done, and here in this condition it is asked that the direction of, in this condition according to question, the direction of force and displacement are same. It means that theta becomes 0 degree, and when theta becomes 0 degree, which implies that cos theta means cos 0, and cos 0 is equals to 1. So in this condition work done is equals to force into displacement, and cos 0 here becomes 1. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the force applied. So force applied will be equals to the ratio of the work done to the displacement, and as we are knowing that here work done is given as 6.4 kilojoule upon displacement is 64 meters. So here, and as we are knowing that 6.4 kilo means 10 to the power 3, means that is 1000 joule upon 64. So it will give rise as a force is equals to, that is 100 Newton. In this condition the force with which the body is going to be displaced is 100 Newton. Okay children, and now what we have to calculate in the next part, in the subsequent part, we have to calculate the power spent by the man in horsepower. First we will calculate the power spent by the man. Since we are knowing that power is equals to work done per unit of time, is the rate of doing work. So here we have given that work done is equals to 6.4 into 10 to the power 3, means 1000 joule, and time is also given as 2.5 second. Okay children, so in this way we can calculate that the power will be 2560 watt. Okay children, we have calculated here power will be consumed, that is 2560 watt. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate the power in horsepower. Since we are knowing that, since 746 watt makes 1 horsepower, as we are knowing that 746 watt becomes 1 horsepower. So 2560 watt will be equals to 2560 upon 746, and it will give rise as 3.43 horsepower. So So the power consumed or power spent by the man will be 3.43 horsepower in this condition. Okay children, hopefully you are getting the points which I am elaborating here. Now we are turning towards the next question, that is question number 4. One by one I am giving you the glance and very slowly, so that you can understood how I am solving the questions. It is again requested to you all that please bring the book with you so that you can refer the questions. The fourth question says that a weightlifter lifted a load of 200 kg force to a height of 2.5 meter in 5 seconds. Children, in this question it is given that a weightlifter lifted a load of 200 kg force to a height of 2.5 meter in 5 seconds. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate in the first part, that is the work done, then in the second part power. So one by one we are going to calculate. So first we will enlist here what is given. So in this question, according to the question, it is given that the weight lifted by the man is 200 kg force. So children, first we will calculate the mass which is given as 200 kg. So it will be 200 kg means that is multiplied with 10. Okay, it will becomes that 2000 kg. Okay, because it is given in force, in the force unit, kilogram force. So here mass becomes 2000 kg. Now what is also given? Height is given. Height is given as 2.5 meter is the height is given inside of this question, and also the time taken for all the process is 5 seconds children. So now we are going to calculate the work done. As we are knowing that work done is equals to mass, product of mass, gravity and height. So children, as we are having each and every value, mass is given as 2000, gravity is given as 10 meter per second square inside of your question, and height is given as 2.5 meter. So in this way we can calculate that the work done will be equals to 5000 joule for this condition. In this condition we have calculated the work done as 5000 joule. Now the next part we have to this was the first part. Now we are going to calculate the second part of this question, that what will be the power developed by the man. So the power developed can be calculated as power is equals to the rate of doing work. As we have calculated, the rate of the work done is 5000 joule and the time is given, that is 5 seconds. So from here we can write that the power will be 1000 watt. 1000 watt will be the power in this condition, and which can be also written as 1 kilowatt. Okay children, so this is the answer for this question. Now we are turning toward the next question, that is question number 5. So children, one by one I am solving each and every question, so please go through the video so that you can learn how a question can be solved if the force, displacement and the angle between the force and displacement is given. Now in the fifth question it is given that a machine raises a load of 750 Newton through a distance of 16 meter in 5 seconds. Okay children, so again we are going to enlist here. The force is given as 750 Newton. Force is applied by the machine through which it displaces something by 16 meter. Here the force is given as 750 Newton, the displacement is given as 16 meter, and the time for the process is taken as 5 seconds. First we have to calculate the energy spent by the machine. So in first condition we can write energy is spent by machine. Children, as we are knowing that work done is a form of energy, and work done is equals to force into displacement. Here the force is given, force into displacement. Here the force is given as 750. What is given children? In this condition, force is given as 750 Newton and displacement is given as 16 meter. Okay, so in this condition, if we multiply 750 by 16, so we will calculate as 12,000 joule will be the energy consumed or energy developed or energy spent in this condition. Now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the power of the machine. So power of the machine can be calculated as, how we can calculate the power? So in the second part we are going to calculate the power of the machine. Power is equals to work done upon time, and as we have calculated, work done is equals to 12,000 joule and time is given as 5 seconds. Okay children, so on solving this, what we will get? We will get as 2400 watt will be the power consumed by the man or by the machine in this all the situation. So till now we have solved question number 5. Now we are proceeding to the question number 6, and how we will solve question number 6 we will learn. Now children, we are going to solve question number 6. So question number 6 says that a electric heater of power 3 kilowatt. So here power is given. A electric heater of power 3 kilowatt is used for 10 hours. Okay children, here the power of the heater is given and time of working is given, that is the 10 hour. How much amount of the energy does it consumes? We have to calculate, and also we have to express the answer in kilowatt and also in joule. So one by one we will solve the question. So according to the question, it is given as, what is given children? Here I am going to analyze that. Given that the power of the heater is given as 3 kilowatt. 3 kilowatt is the power of the heater is given, and time of working, that is given as 10 hour. Okay children, so power is given, time is given. Now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the energy consumed. Children, as we are knowing that power is equals to work done per unit of time. So from this expression, what we can write? Since work done is a form of energy, we can write that is the energy is equals to power into time. That is the energy is the product of power of the appliance to the time of use. So from this expression, let us suppose this is equation number 1. From this we can put the value. So W means energy is equals to, power is given as 3 kilowatt and time is given as 10 hours. So 30 kilowatt hour, as we are knowing that kilowatt hour is the unit of energy. So 30 kilowatt hour is the amount of energy consumed in this condition by the electric heater. Now we have to express the answer in kilowatt. Already we have got that the 30 kilowatt as the answer, and now this also converted into the joule. Children, as we are knowing that since 1 kilowatt hour, that is a unit of energy, is equals to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Children, here 1 kilowatt hour is the measure unit of the energy, and which is equals to 3.6 into 10 power 6 joule. So now we are going to convert 30 kilowatt hour energy is equals to 30 into 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. So after multiplication, we will get the answer as 1.08 into 10 to the power 8 joule will be the answer for this condition in the two quantities, one in the kilowatt hour and also in the joule. Okay children, now we are turning towards the next question, that is question number 7. So how we are going to solve question number 7? Let us start. So in question number 7, children, in question number 7, what is given and how we will solve question number 7? So let's start with the question. Question is given as, a water raise 50 liter of water through a height 25 meter in 5 seconds. calculate the power of the pump required. Okay children, so we have to calculate in this condition the power of the pump. So as we are knowing that here what is given, here the volume of the water raised is given, that is 50 liter. Okay children, so from this condition what we can write, what is given here children, here it is given that what is given here, the density of water is given. Density of water is equals to 1000 kg per meter cube is given, and in this condition children, volume of the water is given as 50 liter. So 50 upon 1000 will be the volume of the, okay children, this will be the volume of the liter per kg meter cube will be the volume of the water will be raised from the pump. So volume we are having. So in order to calculate the work done, first we will calculate the mass of the liquid. So mass of the water raised. Now we are going to calculate the mass of the water raised is equals to, mass is equals to, as we are knowing that, since we are knowing that density is equals to mass per unit of volume, mass per unit of volume. So from this expression we can write that mass is equals to density into volume, density into volume. Okay children, so from the given question, density of the water is given as 1000 kg per meter cube is given, and volume is 50 upon 1000. So children, 1000 will be cancelled with the 1000. So we will get that the mass of, then the mass of what, then the mass of the water will be 50 kg we will get. Now what we are going to calculate, we have to calculate the power. So in order to calculate the power, first we will calculate the force. Children, force is equals to mass into gravity, because the water is pumping, the pump is what, pumping the water in the forward direction. So here m is 50 kg and gravity is 10 meter per second square. So it will be 500 Newton will be the force with which the electric pump will raise the water. So here we have calculated the force. Now in order to calculate, why we have calculated the force, because in order to calculate the work done is equals to, that is the product of force to the displacement. So we have calculated here the force is 500 Newton, and in this condition the displacement is of 25 meter. So it will be multiplied with the 25 meter. So we will get that is 12,500 joule will be the work in this condition by the motor to raise the water. And now we are going to calculate the power of the motor, that is power is equals to work done per unit of time, and as we have calculated here, the work done is equals to 12,500 joule upon time is given as 5 seconds children. So after calculation we will get as how much answer we will get as 2500 watt will be the power of this electric pump to raise the water from the ground. Okay children, so hopefully you all have got the solution of the question 7. Now we are going to calculate the solution of question number 8. So one by one we will calculate the solution of the question number 8. Now in order to calculate the solution of question number 8, what is given, first we will learn. So in question number 8 it is given that, what is given that children, question number 8. So in question number 8 it is said that a pump is used to lift 500 kg of water from a depth of 80 meter in 10 seconds. So mass is given, time is given, and the displacement is given. We have to calculate the work done. So children, now we are going to calculate here what is given. So given thing is that the mass of the water lifted is 500 kg. M is given as 500 kg is lifted by the pump. With the depth means that is the H is given as how much, that is 80 meter, and time is given as 10 second. Okay children, so time is given, depth is given, and mass is given. So in order to calculate the work done, the first part, work done is equals to, as we are knowing that work done due to the gravity, that is equals to product of mass to the gravity to the height. So that is mgh. Here m is given, that is 500. M is given as 500. G is given as 10 meter per second square, and H is given as 80. Okay children, so on calculating, we will get as 8 ones are 8 and 8 fives are 40. So we will get that is 4 into 10 to the power 5, and the unit of the work done is equals to joule. So in this condition, the amount of work done by the pump will be 4 into 10 power 5 joule to lift the water from the surface. Now in the next subsequent part, what we have to calculate, we have to calculate the power. So power at which the pump works. So now we are going to calculate the power of the pump. So here I am writing power of the pump. Power of the pump is equals to, power is equals to work done in per unit of time. So work done is given as 4 into 10 to the power 5 joule, and time is given as 10 second. So children, we will calculate that the 40 kilowatt will be the power of the pump. Okay children, now we are going to calculate the efficiency. Children, inside of this question it is given that the power rating of the pump if its efficiency is 40%. Children, as we are knowing that efficiency is equals to output to input. Okay children, output power to the input power. So now we are going to write that efficiency can be given by eta. So here I am writing efficiency of an instrument can be given by output power. OP means output power to the input power. Whatever the ratio of output to the input of an appliance is known as the efficiency. So children, here efficiency is given as, in this condition efficiency is given as 40%, that is 40 by 100, and 40 by 100 means 40%. And in this condition output is given, what we have received, that is 40 kilowatt. So that is 40 kilowatt is the output, and what we have to calculate, we have to calculate the input power. So in this condition we can write that input power is equals to input power with which the machine is going to work, that is equals to, and from here what we can solve, 0 will be cancelled with 0. So 2 2s are 4 and 2 5s are 10. So from here input power will be equals to 2 input power is equals to 40 into 5. So 40 into 5 by 2 will be the input power, and which will equals to the 100 kilowatt. So here we have calculated the input efficiency or input power of the machine will be 100 kilowatt. So children, till now we have solved till question number 8. Now we are proceeding toward the solution of question number 9. Here the force applied by the ox is 1000 Newton and the velocity is 30 meter per second. So it will be equals to 30,000 Newton meter per second. As we are knowing that 30,000 can be also written as what? It can be written as, that is a 30, and unit of the power is watt. So it can be written as 30 kilowatt power will be applied by the ox to just move the cart. Okay children, now we are turning towards the solution of question number 10. How we are going to solve question number 10? So in order to solve question number 10, first we will enlist what is given and what question says. In question number 10, it says that the power of a motor is 40 kilowatt. So children, in this question, power of the motor is given as 40 kilowatt of the power is given for the motor. Okay children, and here it is written that at what speed can the motor raise the load of 20,000, and force is given as, for the same question, the force is given as 20,000 Newton. And in this condition we have to calculate the speed. Okay children, so earlier we have learned that power is equals to force into speed. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate speed. So speed is equals to power upon force applied. In this condition, power is given as 40 kilowatts, so it can be written as 40 into 1000 watt, and force applied by the appliance is 20,000. Okay children, so 0 0 0 will be cancelled with 0 0 0, and this will be cancelled also. So we will get as 2 meter per second will be the speed with which 2 meter per second will be the speed with which the motor can raise the amount of load or water. Okay children, now we are turning toward the solution of question number 11. One by one we are solving each and every question so that we can learn how to solve and what will be the manner to solve the question. So now in question number 11, what we can write and how we can discuss about the question. In question number 11, what question number 11 says? Question number 11 says that Rajan exerts a force of 150 Newton. Okay children, so in this condition a person whose name is Rajan is applying a force of 150 Newton. Okay, so Rajan exerts a force of 150 Newton in pulling a cart at a constant speed. Here the speed is 10 meter per second. So we have to calculate the power exerted by the Rajan. So power exerted by Rajan. So power exerted by Rajan can be calculated as, with the formula of power is equals to force into speed. So force is given as 150 Newton and speed is given as 10 meter per second. So we will get that 1500 watt. Okay children, 1500 watt will be the power exerted by the Rajan in order to what? In order to pull the cart. Okay children, now we are turning towards the next question, that is question number 12. What question number 12 says? Children, the questions are so easy, only you have to memorize the formula so that you can solve the question in a very easy manner. So now we are going to solve. Also you can observe that each and every question is very easy, only you have to memorize the formula. Okay children, this is the answer for the previous question. So now we are going to solve the question number 12. Question number 12 says that a boy weighing 350 Newton. Weighing 350 Newton means that is a force. Okay. So a boy weighing 350 Newton climbs up 30 steps. So the number of steps is 30. Each 20 centimeter, and so height of the each step is 20 centimeter. Children, it means that in meter it will be 0.2 meter, and the time taken is 1 minute. We have to calculate the burden and power spent. So children, one by one again we will calculate each and everything. So according to the question, what is given? According to the question, the force applied by the person is 350 Newton. In this condition, the force applied will be 350 Newton. And now we have to calculate. Here it is given that height of each step, since height of each step is 20 centimeter, which can be written as 0.2 meter. Since the person is or the boy is moving to the 30 steps, so height of 30 steps can be calculated as 30 multiplied with 0.2 meter, and it will be 6 meter as an answer. So children, here we have calculated the height. Now what we are going to do, we are going to calculate the, and time is also given as 1 minute, which can be written as 60 seconds. So in order to calculate the work done in this question, we will write the first part that work done is equals to force into displacement. So force into displacement, in this condition force is here, in this condition force is 350 Newton, and work done is equals to force into displacement. Children, sorry for that, force into displacement. So force is 350 Newton and displacement is 6 meter. So in this manner we can calculate the amount of work done, that is 2100 joule will be the here. This is in Newton, so Newton meter. So in this condition 2100 joule will be the amount of work done by the boy in order to climb the steps. Now we are going to calculate the amount of power spent. So power spent by the boy can be calculated as the amount of work done in per unit of time, as we have calculated that the work done is 2100 joule and time taken is 60 seconds. So children, after solving we will get that the 35 watt will be the power spent by the boy in order to climb the what stairs, that is the 30 steps. Okay children, now we have to solve question number 13, 14, 15 and 16. Okay, so one by one again we will solve each and every question. Now children, we are going to solve question number 13. What question number 13 says? Question number 13 says it takes 20 seconds for a person A of mass 50 kg to climb up the stairs, while the another person B of the same mass does the same in 15 seconds. So the time for the both person are different. For the first person it is different to the another. For first person it is 20 seconds, for the another person it is 15 seconds. So we have to compare the work done by the two men, and also we have to compare the power developed by the person A and person B. So children, in order to calculate the answer for this question, first according to the question we will analyze the given things. So children, as it is given that in question number 13 it takes 20 seconds for a person A of mass. So the mass of the person A is given as, that is given by the 50 kg. The mass of the first person is given as 50 kg. Okay children, and the another person of the same mass, it means that the mass of the person B is also 50 kg. Both the masses of the persons are similar. So now we are going to calculate, and the time is given for the first person T1, that is 20 seconds of the work, and for T2 is equals to 15 seconds. Okay children, now we are going to, and both are moving or climbing to the same height of the stairs. It means that the height for the first person is similar to the height of the second person. Let us suppose that is h. So now what we are going to do, calculate the work done for each and every person. Now the work done by the person A is equals to, that is mass into gravity into height. A is equals to m into g into h, because the person is going to climb to a certain height, that here mass is given as 50 kg Gravity it is given as 10 meter per second and height is given as h. Okay children, so mgh is equals to 50 into g into h. Let us suppose that it is 50 gh. We can also write it is 50 gh. And for the second person, it is that the Worden is equals to again mgh, since mass of the both the persons are same and gravity will also act the same. So in this condition also the Worden will be 50 into g into h. Now children, what we have to compare? We have to compare the Worden by the both of the persons. So WA upon WB is equals to, here the Worden by the person A is 50 gh and Worden by the second person is also 50 gh. So the ratio will come as 1:1. Okay children, why we are not giving the units? Because it is the ratio of the two same quantities as the Worden. Now children, we are going to compare the power developed by the A and B. So children, now we are going to calculate the power by the person A. Power developed by the person A is equals to, as we are knowing that power is equals to Worden per unit of time. Worden per unit of time. So children, here Worden is equals to 50 gh upon time is given as, that is 20 seconds. And power developed by the person B, that is also Worden is 50 gh and time taken is 15 seconds. Now children, we are going to take the ratio of power A to power B. So PA, the ratio of power of person A to the power of person B is equals to 50 gh upon 20 will be multiplied with the reciprocal of the second person, that is 15 upon 50 gh. Now children, you can observe that 50 gh will be cancelled out 50 gh and 5 3s are 15 and 5 4s are 20. So the ratio will come rise of the powers of person A to B will be 3:4. Okay children, so this is the answer of the second part of the question number 13. Now children, we are going to discuss about the solution of the question number 14. Is that a boy being 40 kg force climbed up a stair of 30 steps, each 20 cm high in 4 minutes, and a girl weighing the same 30 kg force does the same work in 30 minutes. So compare, we have to give the comparison of the Worden in both of the condition, and also we have to take the ratio of the power developed by them. So children, now what we are going to do, first we will analyze again the things. In question number 14, first we will analyze the mass of the boy, that let us suppose that is m1. So mass of the boy is given as, that is a 40 kg force, 40 kg force. So it will be convert into 40 into 10, so that will be Newton. Okay children, so 40 into 10. Okay, and also 40 kg force is given. So without converting we can also solve the question. So it is given as 40 kg force of the mass of the body, and he is moving at a height 30. The height for that is, let us suppose that is h1. That height is 30 steps into 20 centimeter. So 30 into 0.2 meter, that is 6 meter height will be climbed by the boy. So now children, we will calculate the Worden in this condition. Worden for this condition, that is W1 is equals to mgh. M is 40, G is given as 10 and H is given as, H is here 6 meter. So 6 4s are 24, 6 4s are 24 and 00. So 2400 joule will be the work done by the boy. Now we are going to calculate the work done by the girl. Let us suppose M2, here M1 for boy and M2 for girl. Okay children, so M2 is equals to, that is 30 kg force. So that is 30 kg force is given, the mass of the girl, and here in this condition height is also similar, that is h2, that is 6 meter. So Worden will be equals to, W2 is equals to 30 into G is 10 and H is equals to 6. So in this condition, the Warden will be 1800 joule will be the answer. So now what we have to do, we have to calculate or compare the Warden by the boy to the girl. So in order to take the ratio, W1 means the Warden by the boy to the Warden by the girl will be equals to 2400 to 1800. Okay children, now in this condition we will give rise, it will give rise that then the ratio will be 4:3. Now again what we have to do, we have to calculate the power, the ratio of the power by the ratio of the powers consumed by the boy and girl. Let us suppose P1 is the ratio, P1 is the power by the boy and P2 is the power by the girl. So P1 is equal to W1 by T1. So W1 and time taken by the boy is given as time taken, that T1 means the time taken by the boy. Here the time taken by the boy is given as how much, that is inside of your book, that is 4 minutes, and by the girl is 3 minutes. T2 means 3 minutes. Okay children, so P1 is equals to W1. Here W1 is equals to 2400 and time T is given as 4 minutes, so it will be 240 minutes, and P2 is equals to that is 1800 upon time is 3 minutes, so that is 180. So it will be give rise the answer as, that is what will be the answer, that is 1:1 will be the ratio of the power of the men and girl and boy. Okay children, now we are going to discuss about the question number 15. Now children, in order to solve question number 15, what question says? It says that a man raise a box of mass 50 gram to a height of 2 meter in 20 seconds, while the another man raises the same box with the same height in 50 seconds. So we have to calculate the burden and the power developed by the man. So in order to solve the part A, what is given? First we will enlist those. Mass is given as 50 kg here, and also the height is given as that is 2 meter. Height is given as 2 meter, and time is given by the first person, that is T1 is equals to 20 seconds. Now so first we will calculate the burden by the first man, that is burden is equals to, that is M into G into H. So M is 50 kg, G is 10 and H is 2. So children, 5 2s are 10, and by putting here 0, so means 1000 joule will be the burden by the first person we have calculated here. Now we are going to calculate the burden by the second boy or second person. Children, since the mass is same of the box and also the height is same, so the burden by the second person will be also same, that is 1000 joule for the second condition. Okay children, now what we have to do, we have to calculate the, we have calculated the burden by the first person, that is W1 and W2 for both of the persons. Now what we have to calculate the power developed by them. So power developed by person 1, power developed by person 1 that is P1 is equals to W1 by T. So W1 by T, here W1 is equals to 1000 and time for the first person is, that is 20. So it will be 5 watt as a power will be developed by it, and for the second person power can be calculated as P2 is equals to W2 by T. Since the burden is same, so it will be again 1000 joule and time is given for this, that is 50 seconds. So it will be 2 watt. Okay children, so in order to take the ratio of power of the first person to the power of second person, it will give rise 5 by 2, means 5:2 will be the comparison of the power of the first person to the second person. So in the similar question we have solved each and every part of this question.